This is crazy. People pull back up, man. My bad, man, on that. I was starting to not answer it, but called a few times, so I'm like, it may be emergency. Who in the building? Yeah. I thought if you hang up, tell me if you got I thought if you hang up, you could come right back on. I thought once the call hang up, you go back to your live. See if I didn't that's the thing about doing this on the phone. You get interrupted and I'm like, these two, it was like a couple calls. I'm like, I don't want to keep ignoring it. Oh, I gotta pause it. Thanks for telling me, bro. Where the pause button at? Where the pause button at? Everybody get the likes up for to get the people back in here. Okay, you messing me on IG? Okay, I got you. I got you. Where the pause button at? See, I didn't know that because I'm thinking like, all right, I switched over. I could come right back in the same live, starting this lineup. The live was just jumping just now. We had a lot of people on the live. Damn, man. It was a decent. It wasn't nothing emergency, but we only got 3 likes. We got to get the likes up. We got to get the likes up, people, man, because I want to get the people back on. I ain't gonna try not to answer. I hope. Damn, my son about to call me too, because about to get out of school. He said on the screen in the back of the plate. I have to see. I'm gonna look for it. But he know to go right to the after school. He said it's continued. Yeah, that's what I think it's gonna go right back to it because it's times I answered the phone before and it went right back to it. I hate to put in this work and people is leaving. And now they might not come back. I don't know if the YouTube getting the notifications. That's why I said we got to get the likes up, man, and get the people back in so I could start back and finish what I was talking about. I only got 5 likes since 13 people in here in 3 minutes. He said Ham need to be fired. Yeah, like I ain't gonna say he need to be fired right now, but he don't cut it for me personally. Like, you know what I'm saying? He don't cut it for me. And I just like I just can't. I'm glad I'm not tied to nobody. I'm glad. I'm glad because when you tied to somebody or you tied to like a player and you really like that player, it kind of fog your thinking. Cause you can't see like when you come to your kids. Like yo, this dude, right? When it came to his son, like one thing about me, my son, my 13-year-old son, who just turned 13, he not good at basketball at all, right? So it's clear as day, like he's not good. He ain't crazy about it. He don't care about basketball anyway. But I make them do, I ain't gonna say I make them, but I want them into something like, to do some type of activities, like, get into some things, right? And my 13 son, he's not good. So I don't even pretend that he good. So when when he be riding the pond, like when they have when they have more than 5 players, and he ride the bench, I'm like, let him get some sweat. I don't give a fuck, you give him 2 minutes. Like I don't mind that. So this other guy, his son wasn't good either. His son wasn't good at all, and they both wasn't good. So he said, he's like, yo, man, they should he think his son is much better than his son is. He said his son said good picks. Kids don't even use picks at that age, and most kids don't even ain't that good. Don't even use picks. He said, yeah, but this time my son said good. Like he trying to look for any good his son do. I could sit there. I'm saying if you want to look any good, I could sit there and say my son is a good teammate because he sits on that bench and he don't complain. I could sit there and say my son is a good teammate. He sit on that bench and my son will kick 2 rats ass. He'd ride that pine. He would ride that pine, won't say a damn thing. He said his son need to be against his son said good picks. They don't even use picks. Like the team they was on, it's like very unorganized. It was just nothing. So I'm like, man, like, get the likes. So we got 8 likes, 20 people in here, man. I want to get it in. I want to talk about Puff Daddy too, man. Let's get into Puff, man. Yo, 50 Cent. This is why I rocks with 50. 50 is all these shows you see disrespectful to everybody else. Why nobody disrespecting Puff? Why nobody? 50 Cent is the only one. The only one. 50 Cent EPK, what up, bro? Come on, we got 8 likes. Come on, man. We got to get that up. I don't know what's going on with that, but we have to get that up. 50 Cent is the only one going at him. Puff been doing creepy stuff for years. Puff is strictly a person now you could use as material because more and more stuff come every day. You can report on it. All these guys is clowns, man. These guys is clowns. These guys want to pick on people who they weak, people who not saying, people who ain't trying to give that energy, people who ain't bothering nobody. They want to clown and be disrespectful to people, but nobody's saying nothing about Diddy yet. How come there's no viral moment or no saying and reposting on that? Clowning this man. This man, and a lot of people knew what Puff was doing. This is no secret. A lot of people, like I said, I'm not in the industry. And I've been hearing throughout the years how he get down. It's only thing is new to me. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't know he beat on women. That right there, all that hitting and stuff there. But everything else is not new to me. The hitting and stuff like that, I ain't know nothing about that. I never heard like he beat on them and things like that. But controlling, yes. Yes, I heard that. But the beating, no. Everything else, and how he treat his artists, a lot of different things like that. You could see. Like I was doing a video earlier. about the guy Trenches News, right? I want to get the people in here because I'm about to stretch right now. I'm ready to talk some shit right now. Let's get the likes up, man. I need my peoples back in here like they was before, man. People's in full throttle. I told you my son's gonna call, man. But I know where he going. I don't see no pause button. I don't see no pause button. So it is what it is. And he all right though. I know where he going. But man, what I was saying? What up, Elder? Man, who I was just talking about? Nah, he gonna be alright. He just called me, tell me where he going. He does every day at this time. Damn. Who the fuck I was just talking about? Damn. Anyway, yeah, Puff. Oh yeah, I was getting to the FBG duck. Thank you, bro. Bro be on it. Yo, but the duck thing, right? This is what I'm about to say with the FBG duck thing. Yeah, I did say I was about to go in. But yeah, about people picking and choosing and things like that, how you can see, you have to be, and today's, you got to be able to read people. You have to understand how to read people. Now, you could see through a lot of people. Like I said, I did a video earlier talking how you watch people who quick to give strikes to people channel. I watch all that. Like, I don't, I'm gonna strike you. I'm send you a copyright strike, especially on minute stuff. Like I said earlier, if it's stuff about you, those like telltale signs of snitching. This like you can see guys like Puff, you could see certain things about them that you, a long time, they characteristics you could see, you could tell. Like when you around somebody, I think you should pay attention to the character, the way they is, man. Um, Puff, a lot of stuff he do, you can already see him having the people walk from Manhattan. Y'all don't know how far that is. To walk where they was at all the way to Brooklyn for a cheesecake that got the show that they wanted. You did all that. I wanted y'all to prove that y'all really want this record in the cold. It was cold. It's wintertime. In the cold, to walk all the way there for a cheesecake. Now you belittling somebody. When Puff was doing that, I said that. I said, now this show is not going to work for guys, especially guys like Freddie and a guy like Chopper who want to be on some street shit, and even E-Ness. Because I said they ain't getting next to no money. The only thing they gonna get out is a little fame. But I said it's gonna hurt them because you looking like a clown and you looking like you go for shit. Like he sent you all the way to Brooklyn for a cheesecake and stuff like that. You embarrassing somebody. You belittling somebody. You belittling somebody. You know what I'm saying? And so what he was doing there, you did that, put them out, and then you jerking them. Like my thing, you didn't give a shit about that group. You did that as a money grab. You knew there wasn't no long-term thing. Puff knew it wasn't gonna be no long-term thing where there's gonna be in a music game for a long time. You knew it was gonna be some people, you know, like, all right, this is more of a gimmick. It's a gimmick. So you know, hey, gimmicks don't last long. It's just gonna be a fad. So he like, I'm gonna do a money grab, jerk them out their money, sign them, getting the TV money from making in the band, get that TV money, and I'm out. And now you done clowned them, put them going to Brooklyn for cheesecake, had them acting like a fool on TV and doing this. That killed their career. He never looked at it as a long-term money maker thing for him. Never. So a lot of little stuff I knew right there. You could see his type of personality. You could tell people character. You can tell people characters. You could tell people character. You can look at somebody's character. That's why y'all don't see me. I rocks with people and stuff. You know, King David, what up? LA Sports Live, what's good, bro? EPK, Seth the winner. Seth for the win. But you could always got to judge people's character, man. How somebody quick to jump out there and beef with another person. Like I don't get into no beefs backs and forth with people. And like I said, when that rat Mr. Skinny, when he did that to me, and I gave him props. I don't know the YouTube language. When Mr. Skinny sat there and gave me a copyright strike, not knowing maybe he don't know. He said he ain't know nothing about me until to that day. But what if I had, let's just say, number one, it's hard. Let's just get this straight. It's hard building a channel. Let's just get that. You know how hard it is to build a channel? Especially the way I build it. I don't use gimmicks. I don't do clout chasing stuff. I don't number one, let's say if I had to start all over. I start all over, I don't think I can do it. But I don't do it. I'm not. To me, reason why it was a little easier because wasn't thinking about money. I just want to talk basketball. Now, like I said, I got educated on it when Elder and then FYF and a lot of people start saying these things to me. I got a little educated on it because at first I'm like, Eric knew. I just want to talk sports. I come on today is November. You might not see me to trade deadline. I was doing whatever I want. I didn't put no effort into it. You know what I'm saying? So if I would have got strikes and stuff back then, I wouldn't have cared. But now it's different because a lot of guys put me on game like, yo, like I said, when Elder and FYF came, was like, yo, man, you crazy? Because I used to be like, how people gonna sit there and ask for, put their Cash App up there? How people gonna sit there and people donate to the channel? I didn't understand. I'm like, that's crazy. It's free. But then the stuff you go through with it, all of the YouTube, you know, things you go back and forth with YouTube with, and then the abuse you may take, people coming at you, and then you do take a time away from your family or other things you could be doing. You do. It takes time away. So now, like before, I'd be probably talk about Lakers today, and next time you may see me trade deadline, how I used to do, come on months apart. So now it's like you build the community, people rocking with you. Now it's like, all right, cool. So now, okay, now your YouTube thing every month from your views you getting. So now it's like, all right, this is extra income. Because people always want to, whoever you are, you always want to establish yourself as, you know, making income. Like if you work 9 to 5, if you got this business going on, that business come, you want to. They always say it's good to have 7 streams of income. So now if you go, okay, this is a stream of income. If this is a stream of income, you go, you know, now you got to push it because you don't want to bullshit the people. So I said to say this. Now I'm getting back to Mr. Skinny. I said to say this. For him to do that. Now let's say if I had 2 strikes already. Now at the time I think I had maybe like 4,500 subscribers. I believe I may have like 48. I know I had like close to 5,000 subscribers when he did it. Now let's say I did putting all that work, and let's say I had 2 strikes already, and you strike me over that, like you ain't give a fuck. Because I didn't put your name in the title. I said all through the video, shout out to Mr. Skinny. He did a good, and the thing was good. And I was just using, and I was giving I wanted to try something different. I said, I'm going to do a reaction video. So I said to say this, you could always tell people character. You can look at Puff Daddy character and a lot of things he do. You can see he's a sucker. You could see Puff Daddy, you could see a long time ago, he's a sucker. And a lot of times when people do, they don't pay attention to people's sucker ways. People don't do that. People, you can look at certain things. You could look at, like, I ain't gonna lie, like a lot of guys who was going at Elder. I'm like, at the Elder done help you, and the Elder don't, like, that took offense. I took the Elder plenty time behind the scenes. That's what I said. I couldn't, a lot of people I couldn't rock with no more. You know what I'm saying? Thanks, DC Fitted. Yeah, I miss you too, bro. Like Elder, he is who he is. But like I said, ain't the money, not the money, not just because he bless people with the money, just him in general. Just him going to shows. He has a family. Just going to shows and just talking on people's shows, giving them, he don't cheat you. He don't give you no 5 minutes. Elder, when he come on there, he giving you a good amount of time. You know what I'm saying? He giving you those times. So when I start seeing people he was cool with start going at him over little small shit, I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. Like I said, me and him never got into it. We'll never get into it online. Like I said, we got differences of opinions. Like, you know what I'm saying? With some stuff, like he see things that sometimes we totally gonna be at odds with, but it's now get to a point where we get disrespectful and we beefing online. And like I said, that's what some people, period. But you can tell people characteristics when that happens. Like you know what I'm saying? And let's just say like guys like that's why I always give, I know people, a lot of people in this channel don't really rock with him, but reason why I give Ticket credit. Ticket is, you already know how he is. Once you accept him how he is, how his mouth and certain things he gonna do, it don't be disrespectful, but you know you know how like his friends he get down on them, like Herm and Mads. Those his people, he rocks with them. He fucks with Herm and them guys, and he gonna call stupid ass motherfucker. You lame at. He going to do that. If you accept him as a friend, if you didn't say, hey, you ain't like it in the beginning, but one thing you said about him, but what you got to respect about Ticket, he coming from a good space. Like far as I see him push people channels. And when I saw the guy Mookie flipped on him like that, once his channel got big, it showed me the type of person Mookie is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Once he flipped on him, like once his channel started rocking, and he gave him that push. Ticket gave him that push. You know what I'm saying? So that's when you got to watch characters like that. And then you go, like I said, when they get an all-out beef. Like I said, him just talking trash, they going back and forth trash. It's all good. You know what I mean? But you could see people real attentions. You know what I'm saying? And you got to watch people characters. So then you be like, oh, I see how this person getting down. Like, you know what I'm saying? One thing about me, I watch and I see shit. I see shit. You know what I'm saying? So when somebody can come, like when Mr. Skinny, if he can copyright this thing like this, if this man can copyright strike me, I done gave him nothing but praises all through the video. He know the damage that copyright strike can do. He know the damage, especially YouTube so sensitive when it comes to a lot of stuff. Because I didn't put his name in the title. If he can do that, you cannot tell me he's not a snitch. You can't tell me if him and his boys get into something and some cuffs, it don't have to be nothing major. You can see what type of person he is. He's a dirty son of a bitch. You can see it. It's not hard to see. It's not hard to see a guy like Mr. Skinny, who what he made up. It's not hard to see that. So, like I said, this is more of a character thing. What I'm speaking on now, and like I said, you could just see it. I will never fuck with Mr. Skinny. Never. It's really nothing he could do. Nothing he could do. Cause he showed me he's a creep. Like I said, when somebody show you something like that, he's a creep. He's a straight creep. And he talks about, yeah, he mad, but he put my name. Do it look like I'm a YouTube type of person? I don't know YouTube analytics and stuff, but you don't have to like to give a strike. And I think that video, he's like, yeah, now I'm gonna get paid from it. Cause YouTube, when he gave me a strike, the views I got, they paid him with it. And I think I got like 4,000 views. Then I took it. Who is Mr. Skinny? Mr. Skinny is a rat. He has a channel. He's a piece of shit. I mean, he the lowest of the low. He the lowest of the low. One time, him and Kwame Brown was real cool. They got in a fallout, and he just went ham. Went in on Kwame Brown. He went in. Like, how can you call it to be friends and then you go in on somebody like that? Even if y'all get a disagreement on something. He went down there and he met him in person. They was cool. He's rocking with Kwame Brown heavy. And the minute they got into a fallout, he went nuclear haywire. He went to all the guys that he was beefing with on there, and he was just going being very disrespectful. Yeah, you hate snakes, bro. Don't even rock with that guy. I hate to even give him promotion, but I had to give the backstory. So that, like I said, that these guys, you gotta watch these guys, man. Cause if that's right now, if me and somebody cool, I'm not gonna go, like, even if I say, if we go back and forth, I'm not gonna go in. And I'm really not gonna go back and forth on that. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna go in. These guys go in and get real personal on dudes. I'm not doing that. Especially in 9 times 10, it's always on some, it's not that serious. It's really not that serious most of the time. He said, yeah, that was really, you got mad, bro. I wasn't mad. You took it the wrong way. Yeah, it never got public. It never got public, but you took it the wrong way. That's why sometimes what now I was talking about, because I'm just give y'all, I'm not gonna go into what it was, but Knowledge said me and Rain got into it behind the scene, but it never got public. I didn't really you really got mad, and that's why sometimes texting sometimes people could take things the wrong way. It could seem something when you're not on the phone or you can hear tone of voice. It can come off. You might think that it's something, but like I said, it was never nothing with me. I never looked at anything. You know, you just took it the wrong way. It was, you know, but yeah, yeah, you took it the wrong way. Yeah, but yeah, you definitely can watch these guys on here, man. Context, you're right. It is, and that's why sometimes before you wild out or something like that, you ask the person, you know, what it is before you jump the gun, especially through text. Anytime stuff through text, because even sometimes people put things through caps. Caps don't always mean nothing because sometimes, like my phone when I'm typing, it will go on caps. You know what I'm saying? Yes. J. Lou, what up, bro? Who I want from the Bulls? Um, the reason why I like DeRozan because if it do go bad, he's on a shorter like deal. But I'll take Zach. I'll take Zach. It's not my money, and I think the Lakers ain't gonna get Zach, like I said, because they don't want to part with Austin Reeves, and that's the problem. I think it's gonna hurt the Lakers because you don't have time to be fighting with a team to try to hold back a guy like Austin Reeves if you're trying to get upgrade your team. Because bad enough for one, people don't really want to deal with you. They're gonna try to rape you and get. I ain't mean to use that word, but they're gonna try to, finesse you and get your tax gonna be more than any other team. So if a team's gonna try to tax you and want you to put in all these picks and try to really overplay your hand, the last thing you could do is just be like, I'm holding a certain player back. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's going to hurt the Lakers right there. Because I think, let's say the Lakers getting Trae Young conversations, I think the Lakers will try to maneuver everything in their power to try to throw in this scenario. Okay, we give you extra pick, keep trying to throw in these scenarios, and another team not. And let's say if Atlanta say no, we want Austin Reeves, and the Lakers going back and forth. Number one, you can piss a team off like that. That's for one. A team be like, hold up, we're willing, we even to be on the phone with you. You not. That's why I'm gonna get to the Philadelphia situation. Hold up, we on the phone with you, and you not trying to, and we gonna give you an all-star player, and we not even taking your top two players in Bron and AD, and we asking for this guy, and you holding back saying no, and you trying to finesse and try to not give us what we want. You can turn the team off, and the team will stop negotiations with you and move on from you and do that. That's the same thing happened to the Knicks with the Donovan Mitchell situation. The Knicks sit there and want to hold back these players, and you can frustrate a team. Teams like, hold up, why you connected to this guy? If we willing to do a deal with you and not take your best one or two players, and we giving you an all-star player, like it can frustrate a team. It will frustrate me. And that's the same thing what I was saying about the Philadelphia situation with Ben Simmons. When Philadelphia was trying to trade Ben Simmons and teams were trying to throw out a bunch of trash for him. Now, mind you, Ben Simmons now, don't look at right now, because I know a lot of people look at right now what he did since he left Philadelphia. Forget what he did since he left Philadelphia. If Ben Simmons sat out, let's say if Ben Simmons never played that game, let's say if he didn't play in that series, let's just say he never even played in that series against the Hawks. He never even played. Let's say he was hurt or sick or anything. He ain't even playing that series. And he's on the trade block. You throwing the kitchen to try to get Ben Simmons. You throwing the kitchen to try to get Ben Simmons. So, like I said, he had a bad stretch of games. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said you can't throw the whole everything, somebody's whole career on 4 games. That's what got me mad when like I said, D'Lo had played good the first and second round, and then the 4 games against Denver, the fans just turned on him, did a whole 360. So I said to say this: Ben Simmons, Philadelphia knew what they had in him and what he meant to that franchise. So my thing is, you Philadelphia, and you say, okay, I'm willing to trade you a young guy that made the All-Star team three-time All-Star, a defensive, all defensive team for a few years, rookie of the year, and all the stuff there, and he's 25 years old. I'm willing to trade you this, and you hold him back on. If I say, okay, not, you keep your best player, but you're not trying to give me your even second, or especially when it comes to young players. Not like a guy like in their 30s, like a guy like DeMar DeRozan, for instance. DeMar DeRozan, he's up there, so you can't expect to get. You might can get a DeMar DeRozan. You can form a big three getting DeRozan, because a team may buy. You don't have to take our first best 2 players. Like for Phoenix, for instance, Bradley Beal. They're like, all right, for Bradley Beal, okay, we'll negotiate you without our best 2 players. But when a guy young, your second player got to be involved in that deal. That second player has to be involved in that deal. Now, if a team willing to do outside of that second best player, you bet not say a damn thing to that team. You bet not say a damn thing to that team. See, this is where it gets sticky at. Because teams right now, let's say everybody mostly, if you trading for a star player, you mostly want to keep your star player to pair him with that guy. So then when you go, okay, I want to do without him too? What? I can bring this guy on our team and we don't have to give our first or sometimes second best player? Like that's E. Kelly, what up, bro? Angie, what up? Dennis, what up? God, what up? King David, Eric K. This is where it gets sticky. The same shit like the Nick. Now let's go back to Ben Simmons. You're dealing with Sacramento. Like I said, Ben Simmons is 25 at the time, 25 years old. So a guy, anytime you're dealing with a guy 25 years old, 9 times out of 10, and he's a star. 9 times out of 10, if a team trying to get, you're gonna have to give your second best player up. You might could keep your first best player, but you're gonna have to give your second best player up, or it's gonna be real tough to get him. You better have a boatload of picks. So if a team be generous and say, okay, you don't have to give our first 2 players, and you could start with the third best player, you got to do it. Anything after the best 2 players, you got to do it. So let's start with Ben Simmons. So the shit with the Hawks, I mean not the Hawks, the Kings. Now, mind you, Halliburton coming off a rookie year, he was solid. Averaged, I think, 13 points, 5 assists. He was decent. Right? With Halliburton. Kings wanted Ben Simmons. But they'd say, we not trading you Fox or Halliburton. You're not going to get a deal done. So you the Sacramento Kings, and you trying to get a 25-year-old guy, all defensive team, one of the best defensive players in the league, a big guy that can handle the ball. He can defend many positions. Like I said, if you take out, don't think about what you're seeing right now in Brooklyn. Just take out, or if you could just leave the Atlanta series. Yeah, he didn't shoot the ball, but just look at his career. You can't, at that age, you don't want him then. You don't want him. You got to start with your second. And Fox was clearly their best player at the time. And Halliburton, I don't think nobody saw this. The Kings didn't see. The Kings knew he was a good player. The Kings like Halliburton. They liked him, but they ain't see this. A guy that's top like they did. Oh, he's good. Like you ain't see this. So if you're trying to get an all-world player like Ben Simmons, you have to start with your second best player at that age. Now, if DeMar DeRozan, somebody like that, at that age, was on the menu, and you want, okay, I need to keep my best two players. Okay, cool. You barely gonna see it. Trae Young be available right now. 9 times out of 10, you're gonna have to give up your second best player. You're gonna have to. You're gonna have to give up your second best player. You just have to. A guy like Trae Young and guys like that, they're gonna start with your second best player. So let's say the Lakers they're gonna really probably gonna say, give me AD. They probably don't want to even deal with the Lakers. The Lakers only got that one pick. They ain't really want to deal with the Lakers. You want to pretty much have to start with AD. With guys like Trae Young. Let's say if Shai Gilgeous, you may give up your first best player. At best, they're gonna ask for your second best player. You're not getting them keeping your best two players. You're not. You only get that form super teams when the guys old. The guys, like I said, Bradley Beal got a humongous contract he didn't live up to, and had a ton of injuries. You could just form a big three like that through a trade. Guys like that. Guys like Zach LaVine, a guy with a big contract and have injuries, and he's not no star player like Trae Young and them guys. But a guy like Donovan Mitchell would be tough to get. It would be tough to get. So Lakers would give up a first round pick that includes, yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. That's the problem the Lakers going to have. The Lakers going to run into that problem where they're going to try to get a third, and they're going to be like not trying to trade Reeves. And that's going to be a mistake they're going to make. Because you're going to have to, if you're going to say, okay, I'm committed to Reeves, be committed to Reeves. But don't sit there and think you're going to get a certain player and they asking for that. And you don't have, just look at what the Lakers have. Take out a lot of expiring contract. Because sometimes some teams might not, when it comes to star players, to be honest, for real, most of the times with team star players, they can get off that contract. So clearing cap space might not be their main thing they look forward to. I'm just keeping it all the way real. A team, like I said, a star player, like a guy like Donovan Mitchell, Cleveland, that's not going to be their main motivation thing. Is, oh, well, I'd rather get some expiring contract or Donovan make a lot of money. That's not really the case. Because they can get rid of a star player. It be them other guys who got them big contracts, or if a star player is really injured and he got a long contract, they may be like, nah. You know what I'm saying? But he said, or the Lakers could trade D'Lo for Brogdon straight up. Let me tell y'all this. See, people saying people don't realize Brogdon always hurt. Brogdon always hurt. And is Brogdon better than DT? It's like I noticed with a lot of Laker fans. A lot of Laker fans don't like their players. Outside of like Bron and Austin Reeves, Laker fans don't really like their players. They like players from other teams. You see Brogdon here and there, and you just like, oh, Brogdon for D'Lo. Is he better than D'Lo? Is he better than D'Lo? See, you don't realize he always hurt. He got hurt every year, every time it matters, and he always hurt late in the season. Always. In Milwaukee, he got hurt late in the season, and Indiana got hurt late in the season, and Boston got hurt late in the season. He always hurt. Is he really better than D'Lo? Teams, a lot of you guys be liking a lot of these players, and they look like gold because you don't watch them as much. You see them here and there. You look at their numbers, but it'd be a lot of the same issues. A lot of the same issues. Mister, you're right, and that was the problem. The problem is, and the problem with the Lakers ran across, when the Lakers making all these moves, they deem Austin Reeves as a big three. I seen people saying he's better than Bradley Beal. I seen a lot of these things. Oh, he's better than Bradley Beal. He's better than this player. Better, and they ain't prove anything. And now that they see, okay, nah, we need more. Now it's like, oh, the Lakers looking for a third star. And then coming to the season, they said the Lakers got their third star. But they called me a hater. Yeah, like if you want to get an OG Anunoby, you want to get an OG Anunoby. Nasai may say, yo, give me, because Gary Trent is a free agent. He ain't gonna ask for Austin Reeves. That's why if I'm the Lakers, if you're not willing, if you're trying to get a third star, real high end player, if you're not willing to include Austin Reeves, you might have just don't even call teams. You might have just don't even call them. You, you might just don't even call teams. Because most teams going to ask for Austin Reeves for a lot of the reasons. And that's why I was saying the other day. He's not better than D'Lo, but D'Lo been on a few teams. Austin Reeves is like a shiny new car. People, if after Bron and AD, most you look at, he's what 25, 26 years old. Teams, he on a good contract. Teams, first thing then gonna pop out is his. He's not injury prone. He plays smart. He already got a little fan base with him. Teams going to ask for him. That just, if you say, okay, I'm not trading Bron AD, teams is going to ask for him. So if the Lakers not willing to do that, they might just don't even get in the business try to get another big name player. They might just say, forget it, we going to ride or die with this guy. Teams is going to ask for them, and then if you keep trying to hold teams hostage, no, trying to skip around it, no, let's try to do this and trying to make all these different suggestions, a team going to move off from you, you're never going to get them. That's just what it is. One thing about me, man, I'm gonna deal with reality at all times, man. What up, Aaron? What's good, Aaron? I'm gonna deal with reality at all times, man. At all times. That's just what it is, man. Teams not stupid. They not. Like if you look at the Lakers roster, Prince Brennan around, you already know what you get for Prince. Austin Reeves is a player you may be like, he might could be this, he might could be. He still has it, like, he's only been in the league. This is third year. And he never been on no other team. The team's going to ask for him. You want Trae Young? They're going to ask for Austin Reeves. You want Zach LaVine? They're going to ask for Austin Reeves. They're going to ask for him at the if you're trying to hold on to Bron and AD. If you're not willing to do that, don't get in business with them. You try to, Lakers interested in Kyrie Irving. Oh, the Lakers interested in Donovan Mitchell. You already know. If you're not willing to do it, let it go. Because you're going to waste time and you're going to piss the team off. I'm giving you this all-star player. This player is this and that or that. And you be able to keep Bron and AD, and you giving me pushback on this. You only got one draft pick you can give me. Not like you can say, okay, I'll throw you 5 picks. You have one draft pick, and that's 2029? Like, come on, like, what are we doing here? And you have to take in the fact that these general managers and things like that, their job is on the line. Their job is on the line. So that, like I said, man, yeah, I won't be surprised if Philly get him. Yeah, don't be surprised. That's what Lakers had to make up their mind. That's just what it is. People just don't want to deal with the harsh reality. Every team, when it comes to that main man, every team, yeah, it's some cap relief, but they not teams, especially if you don't. Number one, Lakers don't even got a lot of picks to give teams. They only got one first round pick. So how you getting a star player and you got one first round pick that's in 2029 that you can trade? You got one first round pick in 2029 that you can trade. So let's start there. Boom. You got that one first round pick you can trade. Like this is really self-explanatory. A team not gonna be like, all right, let's just go cap space crazy. D'Lo got a good contract. He can run off our books. Cam and all these other guys, Prince, they all can run off our. Team's not gonna do that. They're not gonna do that. Every team, when it comes to their best player, the number one thing is not going to be. I guarantee you, with Zach LaVine, their main motivation is not going to be cap relief. The Bulls' main motivation is not going to be cap relief. I'm telling you that now. Cap relief comes for players like Duncan Robinson. He got fused. Let's just get off this cap. So let's say if Duncan Robinson was playing real good, and Miami want to trade him. Now, when it comes to a guy like Duncan Robinson, okay, cool. They want to get cap relief. You know what I'm saying? A guy that they best player, they not going to, that's not starting to trade off with no cap relief. I'm telling you that right now. They not starting, they motivation, they not gonna be okay, let's get D'Lo. Let's get who else on expiring contract? Let's get the expiring contract in the first round. They're not doing that. They're not doing that. Zach LaVine is themed. I'm not saying he's better than DeRozan. To me, I like DeRozan. But DeRozan is what, 33? DeRozan 30, at the end of the day, he is 33. And he's not having a good year. So you can sit there and say, is he declining or he's not motivated? You don't know. But you don't want to. DeRozan 35. See, that in the alone. You look at the way DeRozan playing out, you don't want to sit there and say we don't know if he's declining. And Jalen Hood-Schifino, he don't have no real the thing with Jalen Hood-Schifino, let's get to that. Now let's talk the truth about the Lakers young players. Jalen Hood-Schifino don't got no real. You don't look at, even coming to draft, even when the Lakers drafted him, you don't look at Jalen Hood-Schifino and look at him as a star potential. I never looked at him like that. When Lakers draft, he looks like a guy that can get you 10 years in the league. He look at a guy that could be a damn good backup. I said this, y'all could go back to the draft thing. I don't look at him as a starting starting point guard for a long term. He may get a year or two in and out starting, but I look at him more as a high end backup player. I look at him as a high end backup player. So you're not going to get you're not going to be, oh, they're giving up young players. Young players, you can look at they ceiling. Jalen Hood-Schifino don't got no high ceiling. He don't. What he do great? What did he do great? He's not no great defender. He's not no great passer. He's not no great shooter. He's not athletic. He is nothing. You look at him play, is nothing. Sit there and say he gonna that you could see a potential greatness. You look at him, oh, he could be a solid. He got good size. He's strong, but he could be a solid backup in this league, a long-term backup. You look at him like you may look at a Cole Anthony, something like that. A guy gonna get you some years in the NBA. That's about it. So no team gonna be beating down. Oh, we got to have this. No. Lakers don't got no high-end young players. Just the reality of it. pick these kids up now. Yeah, I'm picked them up. But yeah, I'm gonna be back, man. King Tweezy, what up, bro? King Tweezy, what up? But these teams, if you're not willing to put, don't do no trades and try to throw these scenarios, like one and at 2029, you're not getting no all-star level player and thinking that you gonna. So if you like Austin Reeves, like I, why? Just think why would a team do that? Even a guy like Zach with his contract, Zach got suitors. Hello. Hello. They got suitors, man. Oh, let me sign this. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Is that the first page?
Mm-hmm. For Leo. Thank you. Have a good one.
All right. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm telling you. So that's why you gotta be. If you're trying to. Oh yeah, I seen that Fat Boy. I seen it. Come on. Go in. We gotta go get Avery now. Get in, get in. Car, man. Yeah, so what I was saying? Yeah, yeah, but I just went and got Kawan and Leo out the after school. Avery go to another after school. I'm gonna get Avery now from the other after school. But yeah, so yeah, man, appreciate y'all coming on both lives, man. Appreciate everybody. Be back.